All right, and we have a very special guest on today. I'm here with Miss Laci Cornelison. So how are you doing today, Laci?
Great.
And you are, of course, with K-State's Center on Aging. So tell me exactly, you guys are an award-winning and internationally recognized center for gerontology. And tell me I'm pronouncing that right, too.
Gerontology.
Gerontology,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
So this is the scientific study of old age, correct? So what do you guys specifically do there, and what is your role that you play?
Yeah, the Center on Aging does research on older adults from a life course perspective. So not just when people turn 65, but thinking about their life and what led them to 65 and beyond. And then we educate students going into all different sorts of fields. It's an interdisciplinary field, so students from health professions to design to helping professions to ready them for the workplace. And have that additional knowledge of aging. My favorite part is connecting students with older adults to have that connection experience, and that's usually what draws them in to the work.
Those personal relationships with the elderly community. That's wonderful. So it describes some of the many programs that you guys are all working on over there, if you wouldn't mind.
Yeah, so we have our specific student programs, both undergraduate programs and graduate programs, but then the work that I do is specifically with long-term care and quality of life. And so we contract with the state of Kansas, the Kansas Department of Aging and Disability Services, to work with nursing homes across Kansas on a voluntary basis to implement person-centered care practices.
And so what exactly is person-centered care practices? What makes it different than usual practices that are happening?
Yeah, that's a good question. Person-centered care really focuses on the person and having autonomy and control over their life, even wherever their address is. So in nursing homes is specifically what we're looking at. And so in traditional settings, there's a rigid schedule that's based more on efficiency, and in a person-centered care model, those rigid systems are broken down to support people so that they can get up when they want to, eat when they want to, go to bed when they want to, and just support them as individuals.
And so they still have that self-confidence, that self-assurance that they are the ones making those decisions in their own life. Is that right to say?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And so you mentioned, of course, that these are happening. There are person-centered care places here in Kansas, and they are called peak homes, correct? So where can people find them if they're interested in finding a facility that is focused more on person-centered care?
Yeah, so the K-State Center on Aging has a website dedicated to peak, and on that we have homes listed that are peak homes. Now, something important to recognize is the upper level homes are the ones who've implemented person-centered care practices across all 12 of the different areas and are doing it at a high level. Others are participating and improving quality to get to those levels. And so the ones that are listed out and have addresses and phone numbers are the ones that are achieving that higher level.
Of course, and just really quickly lastly here, Laci, for anyone that's out there that might be considering putting their parents into care, why would you say to go to a place that focuses more on that person-centered care rather than another that might just do another way?
Relationships. It's really about relationship building and seeing people as people, regardless of what's going on with them physically or cognitively, and just support them for who they are.
Most definitely. Well, thank you, Laci, for sharing your thoughts. Very important stuff this morning. We're going to send it